And we are live. Welcome, guys, to the Irish Podcast episode 7. We got a lot of shit to talk about tonight, okay? But first, what I want to do, like I always do, I want the panel to introduce themselves and let me know, what they've been playing. Let everybody know what you've been playing and how your Thanksgiving was. For me, Thanksgiving was good, and I've been playing Darksiders War Remastered, Star Wars Battlefront, and Street Fighter V. So, guys, take it away. Whoever wants to go first, go ahead.
I guess I'll go first. Hey guys, everybody, I want to thank you for coming out. If you want to, I just recently hit 100 subscribers, so you can also go subscribe to me on my YouTube and check out my Twitter, which is on CS24. And the games I've been playing, honestly, have only really been Modern Warfare Remastered, because that's the only game I've been into since it came out. So that's the games I've been playing. And my Thanksgiving was actually wonderful.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
All right, I guess up next is me, your boy, puertorock77. Thanks for the invite, Princess. I appreciate it. Been looking forward to joining you in this podcast. Thanksgiving's been great. My wife and brother-in-law did a phenomenal job. I stuffed my face all day, so I'm very blessed to have some of my family members here. It was crazy. So very blessed to have my family members here. As far as gaming, I've been playing Dying Light. My brother-in-law's been bugging me. Yo, you gotta play, and the game is awesome. It's an awesome game, and I'm going crazy over it. It's kind of like it's a better version of Dead Island. I don't know if any of you played that game.
Yeah, I completed that game already.
Yeah, but Dying Light is much better. It's a much more fluid, much more traversal, better weapons. Co-op is just a better all-round zombie game. Looking at that. And then over the holiday, the Black Friday deals, I bought Titanfall 2. So I'm looking forward to rocking out in that game. I got the season pass for Street Fighter V. It was $14. The Fallout 4 season pass. They had it for like $20 or something. I bought the Telltale Batman, the full season, the game and the season pass, and they had it down to like $14. And then I used the 10% coupon that Sony gave out for everybody. So like the entire purchase of everything I bought, and I bought something else, but everything was gonna come out to $234 regular price, but it ended up being $122.
Nice.
So I saved like $110 off of games and stuff like that. So it was good. I'm blessed and appreciate it, and I'm ready to kick it with the TheTitanFallPrincess. You know what I'm saying?
By the way, you're welcome anytime. You guys are welcome anytime. Okay. Unfortunately, guys, there are a couple cast members that are going to be jumping in late. One's updating their computer. It's taking longer than they thought, and another one had an errand. So, just let them chime in. Okay, first up, the big news this week, or is it? This is what I heard over the past 24 hours. Marvel vs. Capcom 4. As of right now, it looks like it's rumored to be on PS4, a PS4 exclusive. Sort of makes sense because it sort of makes sense because the Spider-Man game is coming to the PS4 as an exclusive, and I doubt Marvel versus Capcom would have Spider-Man. I'm saying, however, though, it can be a multi-plot. We don't know with exclusive characters. I really don't know at this point. For this, gaming to me is huge. I'm always running into ass-hurt people that say fighting games aren't big. But facts are facts, okay? It's if this comes out next year, you're getting Tekken 7, Injustice 2, Street Fighter V Season 2, and Marvel vs. Capcom all in 1 year. That would be fucking crazy. What are you guys' thoughts on this? Do you think it's real or fake versus Capcom?
See, that's kind of difficult. 'Cause I was actually like I got home like a couple hours ago from out of town, and on my way coming home, I saw it on Twitter, and I liked it, but it didn't really have like any special like PlayStation theme to it. So it could be an exclusive. It couldn't. To me, it's too early to tell.
But do you think it's a rumor? Would you like to see that game come out if it's real?
Yeah, I probably would. Yeah. I think it's a very good idea if it is a PlayStation exclusive for Sony.
Yeah, for Sony, then look what they're gonna, look all the fighting games we're gonna get, next year. That'd be great.
True.
Because they are lacking in fighting games. We look at it, there's more shooters than there are fighting games. We need more fighting games.
They've been on the rise lately.
Slowly, just pick it up a little notch.
I would say when I saw it on my timeline, that's the first question I asked. I asked, "Is this real? Is this a fan made thing, or is this real?" And nobody's sure. But I will say this right off the jump. I just asked a simple question. I just asked, have everyone seen the symbol, the 4 symbol? And then
I saw the 4 symbol.
Well, I just tweeted that, and I just asked, "Is this real, or is this fan made?" The very first reply I got was somebody asked her saying, "Well, it's a niche game, and nobody cares, especially after Street Fighter 5." And I'm like, "Whoa!" I'm like, "Yo, that shit was quick." I'm like, "Yo, all I'm asking is if this was even real." So I think this is going to be a big game because people already ass hurt, blood hurt that it might be.
Oh yeah, everybody's going to jump on his bandwagon.
Yeah, and we don't even know if it's real or not. You know what I'm saying? So that in itself, in my opinion, means it's going to be a big game. If there's already negativity towards the game, and to be honest, if it was let's say if this was an Xbox One exclusive, I wouldn't bash the game. You know what I'm saying? Why would I bash games coming out for gamers to play? That doesn't make sense to me. I wouldn't want to wish a game to do poorly. You know what I'm saying?
Has Marvel themselves put out anything about it?
Exactly.
No, so we don't know. We haven't seen any. Well, it would be Capcom that would advertise it and stuff like that.
Would do it.
Yeah.
They would be the ones to push it. So they might be pushing out like a little teaser candy. Rumors, people already speculating. I won't even say a rumor. I would say speculating that it might be at the PlayStation Experience. I'll say this: if let's say this rumor is true, and Marvel vs. Capcom 4 is being developed and it is coming out, we're going to see this game before June. And the reason why is June is evil. So Capcom's going to want this game out before the tournament comes out. So that way it could be advertised, it'll be on ESPN and all that. Now, the fact that it looks like it might just be PS4 and PC, it might just be time exclusive to PS4, not PC. And I would say the only reason why I think they're not going to I think the reason why they're only focusing on PS4, if this is true, is simply they could put the manpower and resources on just one platform, so that way the game could come out right. They do not want a repeat of Street Fighter 5. So they're not going to focus on the PC platform's performance, netcode, you know what I'm saying? They're going to wait on that, and they're going to focus on the primary seller of Street Fighter, because Street Fighter 5, it didn't launch so good. It launched with 1.4 million. But 1.2 million of it was PlayStation. So PC was very little to nothing in the grand scheme of things. So I think Capcom, if this is true, they'll focus on the PlayStation platform first to make sure all manpower and resources get the game right, get the content right, come out with a proper $60 fighter, and then later on it will be on PC once the ball's rolling and everything comes out right. So I think that's how Capcom handle this. Just to make sure that they come right.
What do you think about these ass hurt people though, saying that not Street Fighter, but fighting games are not big when they are?
No, let's call a spade a spade. The only people doing that are the fanboy Xbox community.
I mean, because there's going to be butthurt people about almost like every franchise.
Here's the thing. When you look at some fanboys, we'll just call them fanboys. You know what I'm saying? Because not everybody in the Xbox community is like that. But if you're gonna come at fighter games saying that no one cares, but then on your timeline you hyping Recore, fuck out of here. You're a fucking fanboy. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody playing Recore. And I'm not bashing the game, but let's be honest. Right. That shit, ain't nobody bought that shit. No one cared about it. But if you're gonna hype Recore to like the greatest whatever, but then you're gonna bash fighting games? Come on now. Come on. Let's be real on this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Is that, PlayStation, owns pretty much, is the primary console for fighters. Not taken away from Killer Instinct. Killer Instinct is a great game, great fighter. But the thing is, PlayStation has multiple exclusive fighters. Street Fighter 5.
Mortal Kombat. All of them.
Well, see,
Yeah,
that's
got King of Fighters.
what I'm saying.
Blaze Blue.
They
But
need,
there's more
they
variety.
need more.
Yes. You can't just keep releasing season 3, 4, 5 of Killer Instinct. It's still the same game. You need an exclusive fighter to appeal.
And I've been saying that. And I've been
Yeah.
saying,
And all the varieties do have a pretty big fan base.
Yes, and they bring something different. They bring different techniques, different practices, different styles of play. Killer Instinct is just one style of play. You know, it's like the difference between Street Fighter and King of Fighters. Two completely different styles of play to master and to, you know, compete in. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is.
Some of these fanboys actually think that all fighting games are exactly the same. You know, you fight the same way. No, styles, like you just said,
most definitely
totally
not.
different.
Yo, it's crazy.
From KI to Street Fighter, and you've been playing on KI for a while, and then go over to PlayStation and play Street Fighter. You're like, oh god damn, I forgot the controls. Same thing.
Exactly.
You go
it may seem like the same mechanics, but everything's totally different.
No, even Marvel versus Capcom and Street Fighter are different mechanics. You can't come in thinking, oh, you know, I'm good at Street Fighter, so I'm gonna rock and Marvel. No, you'll get your ass whooped. It's not even close.
Same thing.
The only people that think that it's the same are the people who haven't played them.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what I understand. How can people talk about games when they don't play them?
I don't.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because the end state is to, and this is why, and this is for both PlayStation and Xbox side. They're protecting. They're protecting the box and not the games. You know, the console itself is nothing. You know, what makes the console useful is the content you put in it. The discs, the digital games. Without the games, it's just a box with a CPU and GPU. That's all it is. It does nothing by itself. But once you put games in that sucker, that's when the real value of the console comes into place. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of people, a lot of people put the console, they put in the cart before the horse. In this case, they're putting the console before the game. Your console is only as good as the content that's on it. You know
I feel that's why Microsoft aren't doing so good this generation.
But see, that's why I said, before I even think of buying any new consoles coming out, I want to see what games are on it. Is it going to be worth me buying a new console for one game? No. I'm not spending all that money for one game or two games. I need to know what games, and don't tell me they're coming out and then delay them.
Yeah.
You know, I need to know
what games are
coming out. Because I just don't want to have a box sit. What the hell am I going to do with it? Collect dust?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can save a lot of money by just buying a Windows PC and forgetting about an Xbox.
But you get what I'm saying. It's on both sides, though, unless I know what games are coming out.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm a multi-console owner, so I got to know on both sides before I buy the console what games are coming out for it. Is it worth me putting out that money there?
Yeah. Because if anything,
like,
you could just wait later on to get the game and stuff like, or get the console.
Exactly.
Just wait until more games.
Get the console until they have games. That's what I'm saying. You know, not to be funny. You know, it's not that I don't want to buy any newer consoles. It's just that if there's no games to play on it, and the only games you can play because they come out with 4K, if it's all 4K, you can't. You can't do any of that. You can't play your other games in there. So if you can't play your other games in it, what would I want it for?
True.
It's actually the same thing with games nowadays too. You gotta wait till the game comes out and then see how it is, then see if you want to buy it.
Yeah.
How's it going, everyone? Elegant slice of bread here.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, snap.
Yo.
I know, that just came out of nowhere.
I was like, wait a minute, is this a commercial? What's going on here?
How's it going, everyone? Calgon Clearasil here. I'm joking. This is actually me being very late. I do apologise. Some customers thought it would be funny to order some ribs, which are actually frozen, which, long story short, I had to boil them, then cook them, and then, kitchen shut down long. But anyway, that's what minimum wage is like, people. Get smart, go to college, and fuck up. Anyway.
Oh, snap.
Well, I'm glad you were able to make it. Sorry that they kept you so long at your job, but anyway. Well, let's move on to the next topic, okay? Because now, yesterday on Twitter, I saw a bunch of people bragging about Xbox One Black Friday. And every time we get to the end of the year, fanboys get dumber. Seriously, fanboys are more extreme. fanboys fuel the console war to warm up during the winter cold, I believe. I didn't say do it, just throw some wood on the fire, you know. But to be honest, okay, why do we as gamers care about sales? I mean, honestly, I ain't seeing none of this money in my pocket. But since we're going to talk sales, the PS4 Pro, you know, the same console people lied on and said blew up houses and burnt down their homes, actually, you know, charted really high on it, charted real high on Amazon, like top. People saying, well, Amazon is so different than a retail. No, because a lot of people may not want to go to a retail store. It's easier to have it shipped to you.
Exactly.
Why
and plus, Amazon had the pre-order up, so everybody probably pre-ordered it on Amazon.
Yeah, I made a tweet.
Exactly. Yeah,
I made a tweet that said, yo, if you paid attention to Twitter, it will have you believe that the #1 selling console on Amazon right now is like not selling anywhere else in the world. Apparently, like the PS4 Slim, the only place he's buying is being bought at is Amazon, and nothing's being sold at Target, Walmart, nowhere. I'm like, man, these guys are crazy. Like, why are you even doing this?
I know. Weird. How do we know the story behind these picks? Anybody could have taken those picks prior to Black Friday.
True.
That's first of all. See how people will spend hours at a time in a store just to, you know, help cause a war in this console war and post up pics. I mean, this shit's really hilarious. At the end of the year.
And the funny thing is,
and fanboys lost. Sorry, the fanboys lost. We gamers won.
Yeah.
I'm surprised fanboys are getting out of the house.
Yeah. It's funny that it's not like it's going to result in actually anything because, you know, the same thing was happening last year, and PlayStation also the Xbox. It doesn't mean anything. Going out there saying, "Oh, I've been here for 3 hours and now a single PS4." So what? Like no one cares about one Walmart out of 50 states in America. It's like
that's ridiculous.
No one cares. It doesn't matter. Just go buy what you're gonna buy and play games and shit like that.
It's like me, Leo. I'll be halfway through my shift, and then like someone will come in and be like, "Guys, we've made over $3,000 today," and I'm like, "I don't even get $1,000 for the month of work that I fucking did for you. I don't give a shit.
Why do I care?"
Anyway, so I know it has nothing to do with gaming, but the only reason I do care is that there's some studios that make very decent, you know, like JRPGs and stuff, and very niche titles that obviously not a lot of people are going to buy, but there's enough people that end up buying it in the fan base that it's catered to that, you know, they can make another game, for example. You know, you guys saw that with Darksiders, and I believe it's THQ that made that, you know, where they were saying if, you know, they need to sell enough copies of the original Darksiders to make #2. And personally, if it's situations like that, then yeah, I care. You know, if it's because I think people should care more about studios more than, you know, big corporations. Even though the big corporations like Sony or Microsoft or Nintendo are the big gunners, they are the people that distribute the consoles that these games are primarily made on. I do think we should be catering more of our cariness and more of our fanboyness towards the companies. I'd rather people compare companies than consoles. It's just much more of a better conversation. You know, you can only talk about a PS3 for so long.
You're actually talking about games then.
Yeah. So yeah.
So I agree with you on that.
The context of sales to be done with the thought of you know, worrying about whether this franchise has potential for long-term success. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say like the issue Titanfall 2 is going through with low sales. That could potentially impact us getting a Titanfall 3 or the future of any Respawn game. So in the context like that, non-fanboyism, just worrying about the industry, worrying about the context we get, then yeah, I could see conversation of sales happening. But just to go and talk shit about another platform, and, you know, saying that, oh, nobody's buying this piece of platform or whatever, that's just dumb. You understand what I'm saying? You know, we're way too deep.
Like I said, you don't even know. Right. We don't even know when those picks were taken.
Yeah.
You know, somebody could have been in the store, worked in one of these stores, and be a fanboy or something, and snapped it before they opened the doors.
Yeah. It's just, you know, it's just
before
people.
They started doing anything.
This is just people stroking their own egos. It's a circle jerk. That's really all it is. That's all they accomplish. It's a circle jerk. It's one big circle jerk on the internet scale. That's really all it is. Doesn't mean
honestly, there's really no point.
Cyrus's face. I'm joking.
And there's really no point to fanboy over one console because, yeah, it's impressive to have these big sale numbers, but if there's no content, or if the content is trash, what's the point of having the sales numbers?
Yeah.
I miss the days when people, and there are some people that do this, I miss it when people would fanboy in the right way. They'd say, oh, you know, this game is, you know, using the power of the cell processor. You know, I'm so glad that it's running on PS3 hardware. I wish people would be like that. You know, there are souls still, but I wish that they'd, you know, keep it to that standard instead of saying, oh, you know, they're Xbox guys. It just makes you sound stupid. You know what I'm saying? It's like having a bad word or two in your vocabulary. You just sound so unintelligent, you know. And it's always the same people. You know, I hate to bring this about YouTube, but it's always the same people that, like, you know what I'm saying, man, you know, I love gaming, man. I love gaming, but I can't stand the Xbox, man. I can't stand it shit. I don't know if it's just Americans that do that, but
That's true.
Yeah.
Anybody
yeah,
else want to add anything to that
Well,
before we go on?
what was the topic?
I'll just say, when it comes to sales, let's all be honest in this one. We are knee deep.
Those pictures that we'll put up, we don't know if they're fake or real about PlayStation not selling.
Marvel vs. Capcom. What you think all day about the Marvel 4?
Oh, Marvel 4. Oh man.
Yeah, Marvel vs. Capcom 4. It might be exclusive.
Oh man, I used to wake up in the morning at 6 a.m. 30 minutes early just to go to the arcade to play Street Fighter vs. X-Men.
So you're looking at your Xbox One.
Lying, man. He beat his meat before you go out. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So
all day. It's all day. You just got your Xbox One X, right?
Well, yeah, I got a PS4 too.
Okay. So you good then? You great?
Yeah, I'm ready. But
Yeah,
at the same
he's
time,
apparently unbased. No, I'm joking.
yeah.
That's good.
Apparently, I do favor, you know, Microsoft, but that's just my preference. But as in Marvel vs. Capcom 4, you know what, man? It's really good. Oh man, to be exclusive really pisses me off. Not because I'm on the Xbox, so I can play it on PS4, but that's the type of game you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket, man. That's a fighter.
Yeah.
Fighters never really had, you know, never really been exclusive to consoles. That's one of the most. Maybe
in the earlier gens. Remember PS1?
Yeah.
The
earlier gens. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
lately,
I'm saying like the big three. You know what I mean? Like Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter.
Oh yeah.
And Taken. You know, usually.
Yeah.
They're mostly multi-plat, and to limit yourself from making that revenue is mind-boggling. Like that should be one of the supreme multi-plat games.
Video games are getting companies are getting much bolder nowadays.
Yeah, they are. I mean,
my thing is the rumor true though? Are they really coming out with this? And we don't know if it's going to be exclusive or multi-plat. See, that's what the question was before, because there's not enough proof to know.
I feel like we might get some more news in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, but since this, my thing is the reason why I think it's going to be exclusive to PS4, and this is why, is because these are Street Fighter properties, and they're not going to just. Street Fighter 5 was exclusive, you know, only on PS4. Why the fuck would they make it multi-plat when Street Fighter's involved? You know what I mean?
True.
You know,
there's a lot of what ifs to this. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I would love for it to be on the Xbox, but if it's not, it's not. But at the same time, like Marvel's Capcom 3, it was good. You know what I mean? But it wasn't crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now here's another thing. You also have to look at how much Sony is, because remember when Sony or any company really, when they pay for exclusivity, especially if it's permanent, not time, they put big money, because what they're hoping for is to sell consoles and to add variety to their library. You know what I'm saying? So they're looking at this as a long term, to where two years from now, when you got console buyers, they know that Street Fighter 5 and Marvel is only on PlayStation. So this is something. This is a conversation that will stay in 2019. You understand what I'm saying? If you got people who haven't bought Xbox or PS4 yet in 2019, people are gonna know Marvel, Street Fighter, Spider-Man, whatever.
Yeah.
And vice versa on the Xbox, Halo, Gears, and that's why. So Capcom might get some money just simply for what Sony is paying for. You know,
but I think that if that's the case, shit. I mean, I don't think Marvel's Capcom is a console seller. You know what I mean? Most definitely not.
I would say. Wait a minute. Let me put some.
Well,
I would say a year ago. I would say
here.
last gen or gens before that, maybe not.
Yeah,
but
not
this
now.
gen exclusives are so few and far between.
Yeah.
Even a game like Crackdown. Let's be honest, Crackdown is getting a lot of hype.
Right.
But the game was not a big game in 360. It's a big game now,
but it
simply
gained the
because
cult
of how
following.
rare.
Yeah,
You know
it gained the cult following with the first one. Because the first one,
Yeah, so-
yeah, I'll say like as an exclusive, it might not be a big console seller right now, but when you add Uncharted, the new Spider-Man, once you add them all together, then it becomes a console seller.
Yeah, I mean, I think about, you know, for the casual, I think like I'm 50-50 because at the same time, it's like to a casual that's not going to play online, who just wants to play the characters, he might, you know, trade in the game after a couple months. You know what I mean?
But you know, and also the Marvel characters. Marvel's killing it now.
Right.
They're becoming more mainstream now more than ever. Especially like if they add characters like Daredevil, Deadpool, Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
So stuff that people see in a big screen. You know what I'm saying? Marvel's becoming like a more mainstream. And let's be honest, in terms of movies, Marvel's been doing a better job than regular movies simply because they have original stories. Most of these movies,
Deadpool was a big hit. Doctor Strange was a big hit. You know, they even got the Netflix series coming up with Luke Cage and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
that's true.
Like I said, I mean, for me, it's a day one purchase. Just 'cause I'm a fan. But the not going multiplat, I mean, that's just the.
Can y'all hear me?
Generation.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Type of generation we live in right now, man. You know, it's just, I mean, exclusives like you said are far few between, and you know, eventually, you know, that's what's gonna make. What I think is gonna happen is most of these companies are gonna start doing marketing deals with all these games, and you're gonna see a lot more multiplats. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Exclusives are gonna dwindle, but you'll see marketing deals with certain games on each platform, and you just gotta pick and choose what you want to pick up.
Because for games, it's it's pretty much like who can reach the biggest audience. It's not even the fact that it's good as who can reach the biggest audience.
Right.
And
I
think All Day. Sorry, I've signed towards All Day. Bro, you look like Michael Ealy or Anthony Anderson, man. You know Anthony Anderson, you know Kangaroo Jack? The guy, you look just like him, man. Shit. That's a compliment, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Continue.
He just had to jump in and be a smart ass as usual.
No, it's all
I
good.
had to be a dick, man. I've had a bad day, so. I'm in good dick mode.
Oh, yeah. But I think Tekken. Go ahead. No, I just said, what you guys think about? Is Tekken the timed exclusive?
No, it's coming out. It's all coming out together.
They have marketing, but they're both coming out the same time.
So that's what I'm saying.
Only thing exclusive.
Here's the thing.
Hold on. Only thing exclusive with Tekken 7 for the PS4 is the VR. Everything else is multiplayer.
Okay. All right.
Wait, Tekken got VR for PS4?
Yeah.
Why the fuck would you want to do that?
Oh, that's crazy because Microsoft got the marketing rights to Tekken. Yo, so that shit is. No, I'm not gonna lie. Marketing on Xbox sucks. These guys got it all fucked up. I don't know.
It's bad.
Oh yeah, they lost.
Who's in charge of Microsoft? Who's signing this contract?
So they're giving them $100,000 extra for a handshake and a dinner.
You said who's signing these contracts? What contracts do they have left?
Yo, these dudes are bugged, Mike. What the fuck is wrong with Microsoft?
But you see, the developers, homie, they'll jump ship as soon as PlayStation starts doing bad. Oh, they'll jump. Trust me.
Yeah, most definitely.
But that's not gonna happen this gen though. To me, this gen's a wrap.
No.
47 million already?
PlayStation got this gen.
It's done.
And I tell people all the time, I'm not being
It's a bot.
I do prefer Xbox, but at the same time, you got to realize why Xbox is winning right now. The only reason is because PlayStation's in everyone's homes right now.
Yeah,
so why not get the other console?
Well,
you know what I mean?
I agree with that to a point. I feel like PlayStation is actually making the moves to like further the technology before Microsoft is. Like they're coming out with VR first. They're coming out with the Pro before the Scorpio comes out. So everybody's gonna buy the 4K and the VR early or as quick as they possibly can.
That's great. You know why? Because the Microsoft are just counting them every time they make a move. That's great.
Let me say something. Let's go to the facts, okay? Let me just get myself on you guys' level. Okay, all the gimmicks that Microsoft, they're good gimmicks. All the good things that Microsoft had on the 360 that PlayStation 4 now has. Do you know why? It's because they listened to the customers and technology progressed forward. Even the Vita had cross-game chat. You could play games while being, you know...
Oh, don't get me wrong. Last generation, 360 took it.
Yeah. Everyone.
Last generation, 360 took it.
To say that the 360 was not a decent competitor, because I miss them days. That's when this console war shit actually made sense, because you had two different platforms. Now, you would have had that if Microsoft would have had good results with the way that they wanted to, you know, the way they presented the Xbox One originally, which we can all agree, no matter how much you love Microsoft, they fucked up, okay? They just did. Okay?
Definitely.
And other companies in the past, including Sony, have fucked up, you know, Ridge Racer! And no one gave a shit, okay? All I'm saying is that most of the things that Microsoft had as strengths last generation, they thought that they'd play out the same way this gen, and unfortunately it didn't. And they tried to be like Apple TV, the all-in-one device to do everything on, and you know, the weaker console, but they didn't think about them things. Sony has always been a technology business and a gaming company, you know, with PlayStation. And saying that, the exclusives that the Xbox One has, if you know, cast aside Recore, because that's a decent exclusive, all those other games that, you know, we didn't expect to come out when the console first launched, the typical exclusives that you see on the Xbox One, they are not selling the same as before. Not just because the user base is smaller now that the, you know, the quote-unquote console war has changed and now Sony is winning, but it's just these games can only come out a certain amount of times, okay?
Yeah.
And that's same on the PlayStation side. But saying that, on PlayStation, you have games like The Last Guardian. You know, you got all these games, you know, these expectations that always get pushed. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have all these exclusives that actually end up being really good. You know, Bloodborne is another example.
Like E3, PlayStation blew the water with exclusives.
And it sucks. Like, bro, I wish Microsoft would invest more of their because the Xbox.
Man, honestly,
slaves,
they only need two.
Hold on, let me finish, bro.
And
Love you, man. Let me finish.
Go ahead.
They always say, "Oh, Microsoft has all this money. We good, man, we good." But the money never gets spent properly. Okay,
yeah.
You guys spent loads of money developing a controller that nobody honestly really liked more than the 360 controller to begin with, and still required batteries. Sorry, I have to do that. I'm not saying that you know, the controller is ultimately bad. There's still a lot of people that prefer that. But what I'm trying to say is that they need to start putting more money into the actual creative minds, not just the people that will say, yeah, we'll make another Halo, yeah, we'll make another Gears, yeah, we'll make another Forza. There needs to be games that actually evolutionize the console and the brand to breach those expectations. You know, it doesn't always work for Sony. There's a lot of games, even Gran Turismo 5 was a big... So unfortunately, to a lot of people, even though it sold well, is a big letdown. Even though it got delayed, there was a lot of expectations that weren't met. But then a game like Uncharted 2 comes along, and there's only been one Uncharted game before that, and no one really bought because it was a kind of a launch title. And then it breaks expectations. And there's all these other games coming out, like Mag, even though obviously some people didn't like that. But you know what I'm saying? There's always the diversity. There is a diversity. And as a PlayStation customer, I don't feel regret when I go and put my money to Sony in an exclusive sense, because I know that there's a dedicated team, and they've never really let me down. I mean, some people will say that No Man's Sky was a big disappointment. I understand that, trust me. But it's always a 9 out of 10 thing for me. I know 9 out of 10 chances that I go and pick up even a game like Unfinished Swan or Journey. They're going to be great experiences. They may not be the exact experiences I'm looking for within that genre, but because they always do a creative touch towards the gameplay. You know what I'm saying? It's not just going to be an action-adventure RPG. It's not just going to be a shooter. It's going to be something different, you know?
See, one thing I feel Xbox shouldn't have done was announce the Slim and the Scorpio at the same time. I feel like that really didn't help them any at all.
I don't know. I think
No, I like that.
Nah, but Sony.
No, don't get me wrong. They're two great consoles, but I just feel like they shouldn't have been presented at the same time.
I say, looking at what Sony, I think looking at Sony, like right now, the Slim is selling like hotcakes, and the Pro's doing good. But I think it's because they're competing each other. People look at the price, and I said this for a long time. Console gamers are cheap bastards. We are cheap. Yeah.
Oh, Slim definitely.
Is number one on Amazon. Console gamers, we talk a good game until it's time to pay.
We're cheap as fuck.
Yeah, but in reality,
that's why Xbox always like to go $100 cheaper than PlayStation.
Yeah, we cheap bastards. You know, we talk all 4K and physics, and
You don't
then
wanna
all of a
pay for it.
sudden November comes and the Slim is selling out. You know, I guarantee Microsoft's gonna go through the same shit. Everybody's talking about 4K, whatever, beast, but come November when they sell
gonna get
Xbox One
this.
S for $200, everybody's gonna be buying that. Console gamers, gamers, we're cheap as hell. We're not PC gamers. We talk a good game, but when reality hits, we want just to play games for the cheapest cost. You know what I'm saying? Only the most hardcore will get the most elite systems. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I see it.
To the next one, it's very simple. It's very simple. It's you know, I hate to go back to this, but it just drives me nuts. Something else that started again too, and I just want to get your guys' thoughts on it. Simple question: why do fanboys say there is no reason to own a PS4 Pro, but there's a reason to own a Scorpio when both consoles are 4K? Now, the only one thing I can think of, the only one thing I can think of is they're talking about Blu-ray player, okay? Now, 4K Blu-ray player, okay? Now, I don't care about any Blu-ray player or a 4K Blu-ray player in my thing because I get a console to game, not to play movies. So why are they saying?
True.
So why are they saying if they're both 4K? Why are fanboys saying don't buy one over the other? Is it because of a Blu-ray?
I'm gonna say something
because they're pushing. They're pushing.
I need to say this, man. I need to say this, bro. And I made a video on this last night on it, going on this as a consumer and as a person that doesn't care about the Pro or Scorpio. Now, that really care about the Pro and Scorpio in this generation has, like I said, has been all about hardware. And if you look at what people was talking about 1080p, 60 frames per second in every game, then you look at other consumers talking about this, the egging on, you know what I'm saying? It just makes you wonder if they really true gamers or not, or they care about just the hardware aspect of the gaming. It's just or the Blu-ray. And this is how I'm feeling. Why worry about the hardware so much or 4K so much, and where you could just be asking questions like, where's the games? Where's games? How the games are going to sell? Like that. You feel me? And honestly, I'm just tired of hearing 4K, and I'm really tired of them. I'm tired of hearing about Pro. I'm tired of hearing about Scorpio. I don't care about the 4K visuals, everything. I just want to see what games come to part, man. What games coming out, man? I'm tired of it, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's how it has been this generation. Hardware. Why games are not selling? Because people are not caring about. I'm not saying y'all, but like the ones that's supposed to be consumers, the one that's supposed to care about games, is so wrapped up into the hardware of what console was better, and people lost sight of really playing games and really sitting there taking time to see, okay, what is the story about? What's the story of this game about? What modes it has on this game? How good the graphics are. The graphics are good. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's cool. But how's the game formulating? How is it really forecasting? You know what I'm saying? And that's why, as a whole, in this gaming community, is really lost sight of that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you right now, it's not going to be a never-ending thing. It's going to keep going on and on. Fanboy, I'm a fan. Don't get me wrong, I'm an Xbox guy, but I do. But listen, I'm an Xbox guy, but I have a PlayStation 4 now too. I don't have a Pro or Slim. I got a regular PlayStation 4. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm playing it for exclusives. I'm playing my Xbox for exclusives and go ahead, Titanfall, man.
No, but I was just saying. My question is: do you think that those fanboys, are saying that because of a Blu-ray player? Is that all they're concerned about?
No, I feel like
they're more focused. They're more focused for just fanboys. More focused on the hardware, man. Yeah, on the hardware, bro.
It doesn't matter with Blu-ray, no Blu-ray, PlayStation, Xbox side. The fanboys are just pushing their preferred console and trying to overpower their opinion and force it on others. That's all it comes
There's
down to.
that, and I feel like there's a handful of them.
Say, oh, we got the 4K Blu-ray. You know, we got Blu-ray.
Because most of these niggas don't.
So what? So to me, that seems what they're focusing on.
Of course they are.
They're not focusing on the console or the game.
So what? That's what I'm saying.
Look, if you want to see a 4K movie, you can get a 4K TV and just play it on the TV.
Exactly.
But that's
what I'm not getting. I just want to throw that out there because
you gotta understand that they're movie critics at the end of the day. So let them be movie critics. They're not gamers.
But I feel like,
in all honesty, to be real, PlayStation gamers did the same thing last gen when the PS3 was the Blu-ray player and 360 didn't have it. So PS3 gamers, fanboys did the same exact thing. The only thing I will have to say is apparently nobody learned from it because the Blu-ray player actually hurt PS3 gamers.
It's all about defending your purchase, man.
Because the PS3, the Blu-ray player was absolutely the cheapest player by like $800. But what that did was a lot of people who purchased it were straight up movie enthusiasts. They were not gamers. So while some consoles sold a little bit, the sales did not reflect when it came to games. And because Xbox 360 was the primary platform for software sales, it got all the hookup. It got exclusives. It got time exclusives. You understand what I'm saying? 360 games were selling, multiplats were selling so much that Microsoft put out a policy saying that if a game comes out on PlayStation 3 first, it will not go on 360. People thought that Microsoft was bullshitting. That was the reason why Metal Gear Solid 4 never went on 360. It wasn't because Sony had a deal. It was because Konami released it first on PS3, and Microsoft said, nope, you ain't putting that on. And what Microsoft did was to show the industry, do not make a game first on PS3 or you will not sell it on the #1 platform that sells the most games. And after that, nobody tried to make an exclusive or even a time exclusive on PlayStation 3. Nobody was even trying to hear that. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what software sales do. It leverages a company to do for that product, which in turns do more for that fan base. Blu-ray movies don't do shit for gamers.
No.
Yeah, you might sell hardware, but some of the people buying that hardware don't buy games. And third party will notice that. You know what I'm saying? EA doesn't care that the Xbox One S plays Blu-rays. It does nothing for them. Either does Activision or Ubisoft. They don't care if movie enthusiasts buy an Xbox One S. They want to see the platform sell more games. And if it doesn't, they're going to look towards Sony and be like, hey, you're the primary platform for game sales. Let's do some marketing deals. Hey, look at Watch Dogs. Watch Dogs got exclusive content, and that shit came out of nowhere. Like, where did that come from? For no reason. But that's what happens when you deal with the #1 selling software platform. Third party will deal with you.
True. Okay. Anybody else have anything to add to that before we move on to the next subject?
Nope.
Okay. All right. Now, my next subject is the Video Games Award. Now, I'm going to say a couple things, and then you guys can just take it from there. I'm not going to lie. Last year, over Halo, I was like, what the fuck? And again, when Rocket League won over Forza, I said again, what the fuck? But it's a new year, okay? And a lot of things happened. A lot of games were released. And let's keep it a stack, okay? This year has all been Sony. Street Fighter 5, Uncharted 4, Rise of the Tomb Raider, Ratchet & Clank, Alien Nation, Star Ocean, Bound, the PSN flash sales. What do you mean what? Those are the games that came out.
What do you mean what?
What? Run that back. Flag on the play. 5-yard penalty. What?
You better be quiet. It's my podcast.
This is my kingdom. Over their heads.
Hey, but you remember, Titanfall, you have to come to my domain too. Remember that.
I know. You got me last time. I'm gonna get you this time, okay? But no, honestly, the Slim and the Pro released, which I to me was a mistake. It's gonna be released in the, I don't know. It's been a great year though, for Sony at this point. Okay, Microsoft, Nintendo, on the other hand, doing shit. Microsoft is picking up the pace now because of games like Gears 4 and Forza Horizon 3, but you have people mad about the awards. Personally, I think it was done. I think it's time for a change, okay? I don't think anybody was paid off, okay? The people are saying that, okay? I don't think there's as much bias as people say that. There is some, but I don't think it's out there like that. I don't think there's any favoritism.
You talking about the video game awards?
Say both consoles. I'm just saying it for me. I own both consoles. People want games in the awards that they don't even play, okay? I got Record Day 1. I don't see playing it on my list at all, okay? And I have over 1,000 people, okay, on Xbox. I don't see too many people playing Killer Instinct when they talk about it, Season 3. I got it day 1.
Ooh, I do.
So-
I play it.
so-
I play it.
Okay. I'm talking overall, okay? Overall, if you got 1,000 people on your thing, some of these games you should be seeing people playing, okay? What I'm saying is we can talk politics all day, but if you're not talking gaming as a gamer, I don't respect you, and I want everybody out to know I don't respect you, okay? So what are your thoughts on the awards? But I had to tell these people I respect them because they talk all this shit, even talking about the awards, and they're not even playing it. That's why I had to throw that in there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go first.
Go ahead.
I'll go first. Me.
Okay. Go ahead.
No, as I saw this, honestly, they should have. I say it should have just be neutral. You see, most of it is the same nominations, but it should have been more neutral. Nintendo should have had more. Microsoft should have had more. Hell, PC should have had something. I don't know. I don't mess with PC, but it should have just had all the nominations. Should have had something a little bit more fair. It was, to me. I feel like it wasn't fair, like talking about, but it could have been more neutral. That's why I see how people are mad saying, "Oh, they don't have nothing for Nintendo like that, or have nothing for Microsoft." You know what I'm saying? But I think it should have just kept a neutral ground. You know what I'm saying? So where somebody can win or something. You know what I'm saying? Somebody can be at least nominated for something instead of just like keeping it to. You know what I'm getting at. Like keep it to it. You feel me? It just should have been more neutral.
Yeah,
Okay.
I feel like I think if you kind of pay attention to these awards, man, I'm kind of play devil's advocate a little bit because I was really mad about the awards at first, and I had the way I felt about it or whatever. But you gotta look at it. A lot of these, the awards, they kind of look for the nominees. They look for people that are innovative. You know what I mean? They look for games you don't see every day. They're not gonna nominate Gears in a lot of categories, even though it's a great game. It's Gears 10, Gears 12. Like they've been playing it for years already. So if a game like what is it called, like Abzu or any of the other indies, something they never seen before, it's like shock and awe factor. You know what I mean? Like, oh man, like Firewatch. Nobody's really played that game. I've talked to. I've played it.
Firewatch sucks. How it's gonna be nominated? It sucks.
Well, to me, it doesn't suck. The narrative is great, but I mean, it's a narrative experience. It's not really. You know what I mean? So, like I said, they're looking for innovation. They don't want to nominate games that we've been seeing for the past fucking decade. You know what I mean? So, Uncharted winning is just a studio behind it. Naughty Dog is a great studio. You know what I mean? They put out stellar games. For me, I quit playing halfway. I got bored as fuck. You know what I mean? But that's just me. To me, it was a monkey bar simulator, and I got tired of climbing. So
Okay.
Huh?
Yeah, I was saying I put it to you like this. I'm calling it. I'm gonna say it like this. I put it like this. Uncharted 4 is gonna win a lot of the awards, come video game awards. Uncharted is in the category 4 or nominated for. Uncharted is gonna win because at the end of the day, the fans actually vote. It's actually for people behind the scenes that's really putting it together. It's like how you vote for the next president.
Yeah, but the fans don't get to vote.
It's like how exactly.
Yeah, it's the
So it's
electoral
like
votes that really matter, not the popular vote. Just like this presidency that just happened. Hillary won the
exactly what I was
popular vote. Donald Trump won the thing.
Yeah.
And
See, that's the thing. But in gaming, you got to realize you got to take that to gaming too. We as gamers don't get to vote.
No.
Some of us say things, but they're going to make their own decisions no matter what we say.
But that's only because
it could be popular on one side, but they got the electorals over there, and they're going to decide.
That's because you have mofos like Zaire nominate NBA 2K17 as Game of the Year and shit.
Right.
Just
COD will be winning Game of the Year every year and shit.
Hey, but to keep it real, like last year when Rocket League won, compared to Forza, like dog, I had way more fun playing Rocket League than I did Forza.
because Rocket League brings something different to the field.
That's what I'm saying. I'm
gonna tell you what hurt. I ain't gonna say what hurt because as far as success, financial success, and providing gamers what they want, Forza has been a very good. Turn 10 has been doing a good job of providing content. I don't think anybody would disagree with that. But if you're expecting like industry praise, like Game of the Year awards, it's not going to get that because the game pretty much releases every year or every other year. So
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying? So
Rocket
you
League
get it
was
all
new.
the time.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So in terms of that, you're not going to get as much. But in terms of making the gamers happy, releasing content that'd be like, oh, I get a sim one year, and like a open world, you know, arcade style racer the next year. You know, that's Turn 10's doing a good job for the Xbox fan base and stuff. But if they expect, you know, Forza to win Game of the Year, it's not going to happen. They're not going to give it to one. Most racers don't win Game of the Year, period, no matter how good it is. For some reason, that genre, which, you know, and I'm not a racing fan at all, so I'm kind of biased and understand why it's never going to be on that pedestal. But in reality, you never saw Gran Turismo. You never hear Gran Turismo throughout the whole life of the PlayStation cycle becoming Game of the Year. Yeah, it's the most popular franchise on the platform. But never once, when you think of PlayStation Game of the Year, what do you think of? You think of Uncharted. You think of God of War. You know what I'm saying? You think of Chrono Trigger going back to the PS1 days, but you don't.
Because I mean, Gran Turismo is good, but it's really not a mainstream exclusive.
It's a racer. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? And that genre, I mean, I think this genre, they don't even have a unique category. They lumped it in with sports.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the genre itself, I would say, is not as respected.
Oh yeah, they do put racing in the sports category.
You know, I mean, hell, they even separated action games. You got action, and now you got action adventure. You see what I'm saying? so those genres are more respected than hell. Even like some places, they separate RPGs. You got RPG, and then you got MMO, and you know what I'm saying? But yeah, racers, they're trying to be like, fucking lump it in with indies, racers, and sports and make that a category.
My main thing is why I don't agree with these awards at all is if we can't vote the people who actually buy the shit, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not going to tune in. Is it on whack-ass Spike TV too? Is it on there too? Spike TV? Where's it at? Where's it
gonna be on? It's gonna be on Twitch. You'll be able to watch it on Twitch, Xbox, and I think
you can stream it. I think it's also gonna be on TV. Is it? I don't know what Spike TV or something.
No, it's not gonna be on. It's not gonna be on TV. It's gonna be on Xbox.
Oh, it's not on TV.
Twitch.
It's all online.
Yeah, so it's gonna be on Xbox, PlayStation, and Twitch, and YouTube.
Okay.
So if it's not, if we don't vote, what does it matter what they say? You know what I mean? Like, just because. So you mean corporate gets to, you know, they decide who wins and loses. You know what I mean? I think that's crap, bro.
Yeah, if anything, this helps fuels the console war. It's like it's like
corporate,
it's the publishing. It's the review. Here's this what I said. You could almost predict the Game of Year awards because the same people who review the games are the same people who are the judges.
Yeah, they're on the board. Okay.
It's the same people. So like if like Uncharted, you saw how much of a big media hit it was. So naturally, these same people are gonna put it up for Game of the Year awards and stuff like that. You saw how well Overwatch received. That's just how it is.
But yo, let me say this though, man. Only reason why I watched the video game awards just to see what new games they're gonna show that's gonna either come out next year or 2018. The category of the nominees, I could care less about it, honestly, because at the end of the day, you already expect knowing what you expect of who's gonna win it or who's gonna win what game anyway. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like ain't nothing to be excited for.
Right. Most times you can predict what's gonna happen.
Yeah, this one I think is not as easy because there's like some games. I think Overwatch. You know, I think is going to be a surprise game, and whether it's done on purpose or on the low and the backroom deals, I think Titanfall is going to surprise people because I'm hearing on the low a lot of people played it. That's an amazing game, and watch that game come out with like multiplayer of the year and stuff like that. Just
I got quite a few
value.
friends that play it.
Because you imagine the shock value of Titanfall being
it right now.
Stuff like that. I think Titanfall 2 is going to win like multiplayer of the year. And I don't know if it's nominated for Game of the Year. Is it nominated for Game of the Year?
I think so, yeah.
I'm looking at it right now, but no. I say the top two that's really going to be multiplayer Game of the Year is either going to be Titanfall 2 or it's going to be Overwatch because people play Overwatch heavy.
Yeah, I do that.
Yeah,
but I wouldn't be surprised.
was like
Game of the Year is going to be Uncharted. Overwatch is going to win the multiplayer.
Yeah. But you never know. Imagine the shock value with all the negativity Titanfall 2 received. You know, with sales, the blue disc, green disc, not being on EX, just constant. The beta, the stress test was crap. Just constant negativity, and then all of a sudden, multiplayer of the year. That would be like, you know, that could potentially make people be like, "Word? Like, are you serious? All right, I might check it out for $30." That might happen for a game like that. You understand what I'm saying? Where people will take another look at this game and be like, oh shit, where the fuck did that come from? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
remember, the industry, these journalism, is not real. It's not a real industry. I mean, I don't know if you guys know Jez Corden from Windows Central, but he made a good point. He said gaming journalism is not a real industry. It's just a bunch of people trying to take advantage or enhance the multi-billion-dollar industry. You understand what I'm saying? So things
Fuel
like
the console war.
awards, you know, and the console war and sales, things like, oh, this game is good, whatever. It's all part of being part of this multi-billion-dollar industry. You understand what I'm saying?
Hey,
but like, what
Mhm.
really, what? It's not like, you know, the Oscars or the Grammys where people have like these special talents that sing and act and whatever.
Yeah.
This is people who they're not discrediting developers, but these are guys who work on computers all day doing ones and zeros. You understand what I'm
Kind of
saying?
like
So when you
Samsung versus Apple.
So when you hear Game of the Year, what does that really even mean? Because if you don't like it, it doesn't mean a damn thing. Like right now, K-Mega doesn't. I mean, ALLDAY doesn't like Uncharted. So if it wins Game of the Year, it doesn't mean anything to him. It's like it doesn't mean anything. It's irrelevant. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all know it was funny though. I would say it was funny though. Y'all know funny. I'm looking at what was it? Best fighting game. It would be funny if everybody had an expectation for Street Fighter or Killer Instinct, and kind of find out Poking Tournament actually wins Best Fighting Game.
Yo, that shit, the Poke.
That would be funny as hell.
Yo, that shit would be wild.
Funny as hell. Because like I'm looking at the video game award nominees for that. I just came across that. So I'm looking at Poker Tournament. That'd be funny if everybody had those expectations for Street Fighter 5.
You know what'd be funny? You know what'd be funny? You know the one thing like if let's say Pokecan did win, that would be the one time Xbox and PlayStation guys will unite. Man, Killer Instinct should at least won that shit, or Street Fighter should have won that. You know, everybody at that point, everybody would love Killer Instinct and Street Fighter. Anything but Pokecan. You know what I'm saying? Even PlayStation fans would be like, man, I'd rather see Killer Instinct win than this shit. And you know, and Xbox fans would be like, man, I'd rather have Street Fighter win than this shit. That's the one time we'll unite. When it goes against Nintendo, everybody's uniting.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point. That's a good point. They do that shit. They do.
I got a question for y'all though. I'm on this Video Games Award joint, and they got Games for Impact Award. Have y'all ever even heard of any of these games that came out? Because I never heard of none of these games.
What's up? Oh, what, for which award?
For Games for Impact Awards.
Oh, Games for Impact Award?
What's on there? What's on there?
1979 Revolutions, Black Hood, Sea Hero Quest, and That Dragon Cancer.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I to be honest, I don't even know why. Maybe
Those
I got
are like
maybe,
super indie.
maybe I got casual, but I don't even know what that award means. Games for Impact, like Impact what? Like I don't even know what that category
I know what they're
means.
talking about because
Like gameplay.
Impact the industry?
No. I'm gonna tell you, Impact you. I think story wise, because there's a game on there. I think it's the last one you said. It's about this dude that has cancer, and you got it's like a narrative like about
like impact on the player.
Yeah,
Like emotional impact.
Yeah, emotionally, yeah.
Oh,
But how would they know that unless they take players who've played it, their experience?
No, I don't think anybody played it.
Well, maybe
Like 5 people played them in the world.
People that play it, they got overwhelmed by it. So for them, it's that game because they were impacted by it.
You know, what about the majority who haven't played it?
Yo, they got all emo over it and shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
That's probably what it is.
But you know what? I think an award like that is their attempt to put indie developers on it. Because you got to admit, everybody talks about power and all that stuff. But I would say one of the biggest impact that this generation has brought is the rise of indie developers. You have a lot of indie developers leaving big budget studios for indie developers. You know what I'm saying? And like even recently, the producer of Halo, he left 343 to be part of an indie dev. You know what I'm saying?
Because they've had a big rise lately, like The Last Guardian, Kingdom Hearts.
So a lot of people are leaving big budget studios and going into indie dev. So the rise of indie dev is big this gen. This gen, I would say that's the one thing this gen brought to the table, whether good or bad, whether it's better or worse, whatever our opinion.
Exactly.
There's no doubt that industry grew, and the revenue for that industry has grown, and a lot of top developers are going indie.
So I got a question for y'all right quick. I know. Let me ask the question, Titanfall. I know you about ready to move on, but I'm looking at this other award, Best Music Sound Design, and these are the nominees: Battlefield 1, Doom.
What?
Best Music Sound Design.
Oh.
So
Sound
my
design?
question is, y'all, who y'all think will win out of Battlefield 1, Doom, Inside, Res Infinite, and Thumper? And the 3 games I'm looking at is Inside, Doom, and Battlefield 1. I see as possibly winners.
Man,
What y'all think?
Thumper got that shit unlocked, dog. I don't know what you think. Thumper got that shit unlocked, kid.
I don't know,
Imagine to be like, yo, Puertorock called you. I'll be like, yo, I was joking. I don't even know what the game that is.
No, I've never heard of Thumper.
But graphically, how beautiful!
We know,
like
Puertorock, we
look
know
on
you're
these-
playing it. We know you're playing it. Come on, you the first one
But
to
if you
chime in.
look at-
That Thumper had it all hands down.
Yeah, but like if you look at it, I look at the top 3: Inside, Doom, and Battlefield 1 as contenders. But if I had to go between Battlefield 1, Doom, and Inside, honestly, I think Inside going to end up winning.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Going to end up winning.
We'll see. When is it?
I got an idea,
first,
though.
right?
Huh?
When is the award
What?
show? When is it?
On the 1st.
The 1st.
Oh,
And then the
wow.
PlayStation Experience is like the 3rd, right? The 3rd and 4th?
What? Oh, yeah, PlayStation.
Yeah, PlayStation Experience. 3rd and 4th.
Let me check right
It's
quick.
around there, yeah.
Yeah, that's the motherfucker I'm waiting to.
Okay, hold on. Man, hopefully, the PlayStation Experience can show some good, because last year I was disappointed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm supposed to go,
Yeah,
but I don't
hopefully
know.
they
I'm
do.
still debating if I'm gonna go or not. Cause,
I know
Man,
that
go
they're
to that
gonna.
shit.
huh?
I know
go
PlayStation
to that
Experience is
shit.
showing more
Yeah, I
about
think I'm gonna go.
Horizon Zero Dawn. I know that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because that's coming up and stuff like that. The one
I
the
want
only
to
thing I
see.
liked about PlayStation
I want
Experience
to see
last
that
year
they.
was Neo.
I'm mad that they changed the name to Pro. They should have kept Neo.
Neo.
They would have got sued behind it.
Oh man.
You know what? To me, the name isn't even that big. As long as the console plays games and you give me games to play,
Oh
you
yeah,
can
definitely.
call it.
You can call it the
Hey,
shit.
You call it the PS4 dick.
You can call it
I know they want to try to get catchy titles, but
the big
you
D.
know, honestly,
check it.
Come get some
PlayStation Experience is on the 3rd and 4th.
Right.
It's on the 3rd and 4th. PlayStation Experience in
Right.
Anaheim, California.
Well, yeah, I mean that's only an hour away from me. I mean, my
Yo.
homeboy already bought his ticket, but the thing is, I think Saturday is sold out, so you got to buy Saturday and Sunday, which is 70, or versus paying 40 for each day. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
well, that leads me into my next subject, guys. Since the experience is right around the corner, okay, there are supposed to be over 100 playable games. Now, I don't know. That's what I heard.
All
Okay.
indies.
Yeah, but they're not all new. They're like I saw the
The
list.
question is, what are you guys excited to see? Okay, are you excited to see anything, or what are you hoping for? Now, for me, I hope they come up with more for Street Fighter 5. Maybe add
I
some
wanna
more
see-
content to Uncharted 4.
I
also,
want to.
if that
I wanna see
Marvel
shit-
versus Capcom 4 is actually real, because if
Yeah.
it is, I want
They
it.
yeah, that too. And I want to see more of the Days Gone, that like biker zombie type game that they showed at E3. That looked really good, but I haven't really seen much of it since then. So I want to
think
see more of
PlayStation
that.
Experience isn't that more for like kind of current stuff and like stuff
Yeah,
coming up.
it's more for current stuff, but
Yeah.
they
Oh.
do show.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I want to see
Mm.
Shenmue 3.
Yeah, Shab.
Every time
Matter
you
of
talk,
fact,
that's the only thing you want to see.
but did you guys hear about the you guys hear about the
Yeah.
creator of Shenmue? He's
The
actually
what?
gonna
Yeah, what about
the creator. He's actually gonna be at PSX, bro. He's the
Who,
one
the
handling the
creator
tickets
who-
at the door.
Indian?
Yeah,
Shut up.
he's handling the tickets at the door, bro.
Oh, damn! So
Yeah.
that's how bad it. That's how bad it got for him. My man's been reduced to
Dang.
scalping tickets.
Yeah, he's scalping tickets, man. He's trying to get in his own stuff.
Like, shit.
Oh,
Man,
shit.
he might not be coming back to
Yeah.
shit. That shit will be bananas.
He's the only person I know with Shenmue 3 on Dreamcast too.
Oh shit.
Man, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I'm looking. Yo, that Marvel vs. Capcom that got me hyped by 1,000.
You know what,
That-
Puertorock? I think this is gonna get debunked soon. I'm kind of feeling it
I think
getting
so.
debunked soon. You know why? Because you would have seen something way before this. You know, you would have heard something.
Maybe.
And for a
Maybe.
game as big as Marvel's Capcom 4, you would
I know what
to
you
be
mean.
coming out in the next 6
I
months.
tell you right
Come
now,
They would have
on,
said
man.
something about
Yeah.
PlayStation. They would have said something about working with PlayStation soon. They would have said something about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I
you
tell you,
know.
Somebody in the chat just told me something. Alpha Wolf. He just said, shout out to Alpha Wolf. He just told me that they heard that Last of Us 2 may be showing off.
Oh yes,
Coming out 2021.
man.
Hey, I seriously doubt that. Maybe a poster.
The Last
No,
of
but
Us
no, but
was
it was already,
such a beautiful game.
it was already in
I
development.
tell you like this: if they,
On the voice actor.
in the words of Gamer 2323, this is how you react. If it was true, you say, "This last was too."
You are retarded.
That's how you going.
Man,
No,
Last
man.
of Us
That
was
would be
so amazing.
That would be big.
I mean, that if that did happen, that would be nice. That'd be something I
But 2
would like.
absolutely has to live up to the first one.
That's
Yeah, it does.
It absolutely has to, because if
Yeah,
it doesn't, it's gonna be such
It's
disappointment.
over.
What do you think they need to do? I think they need to go with new characters and new stories, because
I think what they're gonna do is continue on with
Joel?
Ellis. No, they're gonna
That would
continue
be
with
a
Ellis.
hard-
I feel like it'd be nice if they continued with the girl.
or start her as older. She's like an older chick. You know, she's
She's
an
a
adult.
grown woman.
She's grown, and maybe she like has to take care of I forgot his name.
Joel.
And then maybe he died. Yeah, maybe he dies in the middle of the story. That'd be nice, you know.
He's like in a
Have
wheelchair.
some little
he has
plot
to wipe
twist
his
and
ass
stuff.
or whatever.
No, but I think with Ellis they're gonna try to make it.
Nice.
No, but pictures though. If they do it with Ellis. Hopefully they won't make it like. Hopefully don't make it like Ellis is like Laura Croft on The Last of Us 2. Hopefully it's just really make it like a real survival tactic, or more survival tactic than it's ever been. And don't make it like a Laura Croft when they like.
Oh, not some crazy shit. Well, they did a good job when, like, the spoiler alert. But yeah, I mean, with the amount of times they remastered this game, everybody should know about this game by now. But like the scene where she got older in the winter, where you played as her hunting and stuff like that. I mean, I think they stay in that direction with her. You know, I think they'll be good, stuff like that.
Yeah, true.
I'm not gonna lie. This will be like one of the few Sony multiplayer I would look forward to, because the Last of Us multiplayer was so unique and dope.
You know what?
I love the multiplayer for Last of Us.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, that multiplayer was probably some of the best multiplayer I've seen in years.
Yes, it was.
I'm not lying, bro. I'm not lying, man. I swear.
And then the challenges you have to do with the survivors, and if you failed, some died or some automatically died, and that was so nice.
Yeah, that was a good game, and you know I heard a lot of people say, "Oh no, it was, you know." Was it what game were you looking at?
See, a lot of people don't like the multiplayer because you can't get up and run and just go out and spray and stuff. But that's the thing about the multiplayer that made it so good, that you had to sneak around and be stealthy and stuff.
But see, that's where some of those people come in that I call fanboys that can't do that. If it's just not something they can just go run and do, they can't think.
They can't appreciate the game for what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Because I don't think they have brains. If it's
a
not
game of strategy.
It's nothing.
Yeah, they want everything
exactly.
to be
But a lot of people don't have anything easy. What's the sense of playing a game?
Exactly.
I like strategy. I like challenges.
Yeah.
I don't want something I'm just going to go from point A to point B all the time, and you can't move around, you can't do nothing. I mean, when it comes to big open worlds, like, oh God, I can't do. Oh, these worlds are too big, they're too open. Oh my God, they're ready to have a heart attack.
Yeah.
It's like the best strategic multiplayer without being a card game.
Yeah.
Yeah. True. Okay, well, does anybody want to bring anything else to the table? If not, we could wrap this one up for tonight, doing some outros. But does anybody want to add anything before we go? Anything news you may have heard or something you want to see or whatever?
Are you guys this is completely off gaming, but you guys ever watched the show Firefly on Netflix?
No.
I heard of it. I didn't
know.
Yeah,
Heard of it, but I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I suggest, man, go check out that show. But it's really good. It's only like 13 episodes, but the guy, one of the main characters, one of the sub characters, passed away today.
Oh, shit.
Oh wow.
That's a damn.
Oh, before I forget, next month Walking Dead 3 comes out.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that new. Oh yeah, that's right. The first episode.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, any you guys getting Dead Rising? 4?
I plan to. I do
Yeah.
plan to.
And those are the 3 games for next month, right? Dead Rising, The Last of Us, and Walking Dead.
The last
I mean,
one?
after Last of Us, The Last Guardian.
Right,
Last Guardian.
That shit's already on my brain and shit.
The Last Ferret. Okay.
The last.
Yeah.
The Last Guardian.
Yeah, The Last Guardian. Nah, man, damn, already got The Last of Us already on the brain.
Well, your mind,
I am. I do
now
too.
he's going to be calling names by the wrong name because I mentioned it. He got so excited he can't even think of another game now.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
Oh, what do you guys think about this new
Crazy.
Assassin's Creed movie coming out?
You know,
I don't care.
Really, I saw a good trailer and that shit looked good. Like at first, I'm thinking,
Yeah, the trailer looked good, but
it looked
because
good.
they came out with the Assassin's Creed movie like a while back, and it was honestly trash compared to the games and stuff. It was called like Assassin's Creed Lineage or something like that. It's like an hour or something long, but it was trash.
I like the actor.
But this new movie, yeah, the acting was good in that game, but
No, I'm talking about
that movie.
The movie that's coming up.
Oh yeah.
The guy who played X-Men.
Hey, yo, Titanfall, thanks for having me.
Fassbender, Michael Fassbender.
I
What was that?
No, I said I got to run.
Okay.
I gotta go.
All
Yeah,
right.
but
All right, see
All right,
ya.
why don't you do outros? Why don't you do an outro before you go?
Yeah, do your first outro.
all right, man. It's your boy All Day at Digital. I keep saying All Day every day, but anyway, it's a habit. All Day Digital on YouTube. It was a great show. Had a good time talking with you guys. Check out my latest video. I did an unboxing on my Xbox One S. And yeah, I plan on doing some Final Fantasy gameplay later in the week. But thanks, guys.
So everybody check his channel out.
All Day Digital. Yep.
Thank you for coming. I appreciate it.
No problem. I'll maybe play some KI later.
I'll see what's going on by the time I'm done with this.
No, well, I mean, later in the week. It don't matter. Anytime.
Okay.
But all day, holler at me on the KI if you want to go at it. All day.
Yeah. I'm all right. I'll talk to y'all later.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Have a good one.
You too. Bye-bye.
Okay. All right. Who's going to go next with their outro?
I'm going to go next since I came in very, 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 very late.
There you go.
Before I
Then you should go very, 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 very last.
Hey, you go. See that? No, all right, fine. No, I'm gonna go last. Go ahead. Y'all go. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm messing with you.
Nah. You ain't messing with me. I got you, Titanfall. I got you. No, but I'm gonna go. I got something to say.
You're gonna get me back on Monday, aren't you?
Yeah, I plan to. I'm gonna get you back one day.
All right, since I was one of the first people in here, I guess I'll go next. I want to thank everybody for coming out. YouTube is YoungSeas24. I will probably gonna make a video tomorrow. Also check out my Twitter. If you want to keep up with the updates whenever I'm not uploading a video or whatever. But yeah, I want to thank you all, and I just recently broke 100 subscribers, so I mean that's exciting. Next goal is 200. Let's see if we can get there pretty soon. And that's it.
Okay.
Awesome. Hey, what's up, people? This is your boy PuertorockSeventy7. You want to say check out my channel, PuertorockSeventy7. And TheTitanFallPrincess, thank you so much for the invite. Everybody don't know.
Oh, you're more than welcome anytime.
She'll start being on my podcast, 60 Frames No Lag, every Wednesday at 7 p.m. I got the TitanFallPrincess. I got HP North and All Day Digital, aka Video Theory. Check me out on Twitter, PuertorockSeventy7. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe. We'll bullshit, talk shit, have fun. And glad I was here, man. Appreciate it.
And listen, guys, of course you know who this is. This is the Titanfall Princess, and you've been listening to the Irish Podcast episode 7. Now, I want you to here. Unfortunately, we didn't have everybody here, but check out all their channels. Give them some likes. Give them some subs, okay? They're all good people, because if they weren't, they wouldn't be here. You know that. So you guys, thank you all for coming. I appreciate everybody in the chat.
Do my outro. Sound cool,
You cut me off.
Get you one day. No, just for that.
Oh, shit, I forgot you can go. I forgot. All right, you know what? I forgot. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Because you started talking before, so I just assumed you went. Oh,
You know what? Hey,
go ahead.
hey, you know what? You know what? I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you back though, Titanfall. I got some for you. Believe that. But
Oh,
before
this is
she
a good
messed
way
me
to end
up,
the show.
she messed me up and didn't let me get my proper outro. And I came in like, it's your boy, the real
You can
Ken
have
of the
it
Blue
now.
Honest Gamer.
I said you can have it now. I'll let you close out my show.
I'm getting it right now. I'm doing it. See, I was just about to do it, and she messing me up. See that you're cold blooded. You're more cold blooded than Rick James type five. So it's all cool.
Oh shit.
Unity.
I'm cold blooded, but look, no, all jokes aside though, this your boy, the real Kano, the Brutal Honest Gamer from intermediategaming.com. You know what I'm saying? Go check it out. On here, Titanfall, you know, I did came in late, you know what I'm saying? I had to update the computer, but I'm back full effect, you heard me? But yeah, man, help me reach my 200 subscriber goal. I'm trying to get to 200 subs. And also, if you need some banner work done, artwork done, holla at me. I'll get you right. $15 for a banner, 20 for the banner clip art. I get you right. You dig what I'm saying? But yeah, thanks for having me on here, Titanfall. Gamer Section Podcast is Monday. Anybody want to join, they can join. You about to talk gaming, we about to go crazy with it. You dig what I'm saying? I'm out. Peace.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna. I you know, you started talking, and I just kept on going. It's been a long day, and I do apologize. I really do apologize.
She been going and going and going.
No, because I don't want him to get me on Monday. He gonna come at me on Monday. I'm telling you, I'm on his podcast. He gonna get me on Monday. I got something for you. Okay, hold on 1 second. Okay, no, hold on 1 second. Oh, where is it? There you go. That's just for you. Okay.
Wow. Okay. Now I'm definitely going to get you on Monday.
Look, here we go. I got another one for you.
Oh, all right. Okay.
You know I'm messing with you. Come on. Oh God, that was fun. But listen, guys, seriously, I honestly thank everybody for coming and watching. Okay, we're out of here for now, but check out podcast, next two podcasts coming up, which is Monday that I'm going to be on, and Wednesday I'm going to be on, like they announced.
Yeah.
Puertorock didn't invite me. Oh man, you cold blooded, bro. You wrong, man.
He calls everybody cold blooded.
Oh snap! I'm interested in some podcasts too.
Oh shit. My
Puertorock.
the 60 frames no lag podcast. I don't know. We go 60 frames no lag.
Well, then we got a problem because I think he's only 20 frames.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm in trouble on Monday. I'm in trouble on Monday. Oh boy.
Yeah.
All right, let me leave young Kanos alone. Let me. Hello.
Yeah.
Listen, guys. Once again, thanks everybody for coming. I hope you all enjoyed, the podcast, and there's more to come. And I'll stick pretty much with a regular group of people and have some good guests come on too. Unfortunately, some people couldn't make it, but that's okay. And same thing with Puertorock. He does good, and so does Young Kanos. We have good podcasts, so please. Right? They usually around like 7 o'clock.
Makes me want to start a podcast.
Well, you could join ours.
Yeah.
No problem.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Until you start one of your own, you can join ours. No problem. More the merrier. All right. So everybody have a good night. And